to take a 2:02 as we approach the next heat. This is event number 106, large schools 4x8. Got Mamaroneck, New York, Glass, Virginia, Edwin Allen, Jamaica, Freehold Township, New Jersey, Randolph, New Jersey, Long Beach Poly, California, who have a big impact on this meet every year, Lake Braddock, Virginia, Brooklyn Tech, New York, North Penn, they're your state leaders in Pennsylvania going into today, Wilson, Pennsylvania, Washington Lee, Virginia, St. Anthony, New York, Bayshore, New York, Southern Regional, New Jersey, Columbia, New Jersey, they're the champions of this event, Downingtown, East Pennsylvania, Westfield, New Jersey, and Connequot, New York. As we go through 250 meters of this race, that is Glass, Virginia out in front, followed by Brooklyn Tech of New York, leading the top two as they approach the 400-meter mark. Again, 9:09 is the fastest time today. The low 920s, the mid 920s are on the bubble to go through. That's about a 65 in the first 400 meters. The Brooklyn Tech is out in the lead.
The slight lead over Randolph.
Randolph, New Jersey is now sat in the second. We have a nice big move being made on the outside. It could be the champions of Columbia, New Jersey, making a move out front. Yes, that is Columbia, New Jersey. The Pen-Relay champions go up to the front.
Columbia, New Jersey,
ahead of Brooklyn Tech. Ahead of Randolph, New Jersey.
Columbia, last year's champions here in the Pen-Relays.
At 1:42 at 600 meters. And after a slow start in the first lap, Columbia has really come out to the lead. But I think that move may have been made a little bit too soon as the pack is starting to catch up again. Randolph, New Jersey, giving it a go. That's coming to the first exchange in the lead. It's the champions, Columbia. It's Randolph, New Jersey in second as they approach the first exchange. Randolph, Columbia are going to pretty much make an exchange evenly around 2:17 for the first leg. So the top two are cemented up there. They have a nice 20-meter gap on the rest of the field. It's difficult to come here as the champions and try and defend your championship, especially after a special race that they had last year.
Especially after losing your 202 leg.
Yeah, absolutely. But the best thing they can do as the defending champions losing such a superstar is to at least give themselves a chance to defend it. So
they're certainly doing that.
To get back here and then to make the final tomorrow would be a really big accomplishment.
1970, just this past Saturday, and prepping for this race.
That's still
North Penn now into third.
That is still Randolph out in front with the champions Columbia running their back. North Penn out of Pennsylvania are in third. They're at 9:19 on Saturday to take the state lead. That's Allie Valenti for North Penn. She's a senior going to the Naval Academy next year.
Long Beach Poly now sliding into fourth.
And we still have Columbia and Randolph just battling back and forth. This is a much more competitive race than what we've seen lately.
North Penn, Brooklyn Tech, and Long Beach Poly.
And now the gap between second and third has shrunk significantly. Randolph is trying to hang on, but North Penn is making a big move. It's still Columbia out in front. They've reclaimed the lead they'd established early on in this race. Randolph struggling a little bit. But look at the strength and power from North Penn. Ali Valenti making a big move on the backstretch. Running very aggressively. Glass, Virginia sits in fourth. But Columbia starting to pull away from the rest of the field here. It is still Columbia. It is North Penn in second. They're giving it a go to try and close that gap, but the gap is pretty large at this point. Randolph holding on in third as we approach the second exchange. What kind of pressure do you think are on these athletes, JoJo, to perform to make the last 12?
I mean, they've seen some races today already.
And North Penn running 1-2.
Seems like Columbia probably has a lot of pressure coming in as the two-time defending champions.
Do you think, would you rather run first or last in a situation like this?
Ooh. Well, you got. I mean, the pressure's definitely on that last leg.
It's for sure, but Columbia still hang on to the lead, and you have a big move into second place. That's Wilson out of District 3 in Pennsylvania. That's in Central PA. North Penn sitting in third. Randolph fading into fourth. Well, Columbia still out in front. They're going to have to race a little bit now. They don't have the luxury that the other teams have had in previous sections. That's Wilson making a nice move into second place, chasing down the leaders. North Penn trying to hang in there in third. Randolph in survival mode, trying to get back in the front where they were earlier on. But it's still Columbia. It is still Wilson. It is still North Penn as your top three.
There's some movement into fourth right there.
Yeah, that could be Brooklyn Tech making that catch up into fourth place. They were in the mix earlier in this race. But even the race up at the front is getting entertaining. Columbia holding on to the lead, but Wilson did a nice job of getting himself in the mix. We just hope all the moves earlier on don't cost him later.
Trying to cut into our leader's lead.
North Penn still sits in third. Columbia now starting to reestablish their lead again. Wilson trying to hang on and keep their form together.
And I think that's EC Glass moving up. They're in fourth, made a big move. It looks like Libby Davidson, Foot Locker All-American.
See how much ground she can make on these last 200 meters. One thing that's fun about these 4x8s is seeing these 3,200, 5,000 meter runners come drop down to an 800.
Yeah, we'll see her in the 3K later today. And look, she's going to pass out. It looks like she's going to make a move into third. Get her team in good position.
Top four is very tight at this point. This is still anybody's race. The leaders, Columbia, have hit a wall on the front stretch here.
Libby Davidson of Glass moving into third, moving into second.
She's going to snag second here. She probably ran the smartest leg. As you hear the roars from the crowd a little bit. Columbia still has the lead, but Glass Virginia is now in second. Wilson third, North Penn fourth. We have a race for the win here. Looks like the top time may not be reached of 9:09, but these teams are jostling for one of those top 12 positions. Columbia now trying to reestablish the lead they've had. Glass Virginia in second, Wilson third, North Penn fourth.
Glass, Wilson, North Penn.
Columbia doing an excellent job in this race. They've had to battle some adversity, but they're holding on.
They've really never swayed in that lead. They've just held on the whole time.
No, but they almost lost that lead. That third leg really struggled in the end of that third leg. Their ankling's doing a nice job early on. He's got 500 meters to go. That's Columbia, New Jersey, Glass, Virginia, Wilson, Pennsylvania, North Penn, Pennsylvania, Suburban Philadelphia, fourth. As we approach the bell lap, and Columbia looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Maybe a big strong wind on that corner. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, it's windy out there today.
It's windy. It's
48 degrees.
It's a little cold for late April. But right now, so far these teams have been very game. As the teams battle the wind on this turn and come into this backstretch. Columbia has the lead. Glass is holding on to second. Wilson and North Penn are trying to make a move on the outside to get into second. That's Phoebe Klauser from North Penn moving up into third. Now switching back into the inside. Columbia has hit a wall. Glass is taking the lead. North Penn and Wilson are joining her in the top three. This is the closest race we've had in these 4x8s this morning. Glass, North Penn, Wilson, one of these three will take the win. And Klauser makes a move on the outside for North Penn. Phoebe Klauser trying to hold off Carrington. Can North Penn hold on and win this race? It's Phoebe Klauser for North Penn. She will get it done and win event number 106. 9:22:20. That should be enough to go through to the last 12. 9:23:08 for Glass. Wilson 9:24:69. There are a lot of teams in between 9:20 and 9:25, so those spots for the last 12 are going to be very, very tight. But that was a very exciting race, a very exciting finish.
Very, very exciting race.
So now when we find out who the top 12 are, we will certainly let you guys know that. But again, 9:22:20 was the winning time in race number 106, high school girls large schools 4x800 meter relay.
Our early leaders, Columbia, fading back into 7th place, 9:35.
Oh, that may not be enough to get them through.
They really did an impressive job through those first few legs.
Yes, and then the last 200 hit a wall, as I mentioned earlier on.
That's tough. I mean, they were running out all alone.
Yep. Something about the Pen-Relays can really alter the way some athletes run out here. There's a lot of nerves. You get excited by the atmosphere, by the crowd.
Right. Coming in as defending champions, have something to prove.
But no shame, they were game. They fought all the way through.